Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. My name is Kristen. This is Growing Zone 9B. Friends, it is so cold today. So it is freezing for us here. Literally, it has been in the 30s. I literally have a sweatshirt on, and then I threw my fiance's his sweater on, his sweatshirt on as well. I am so cold. I am definitely not made for the icy weather. Yeah. So I came out here to check on the plants. Most of them have survived. They're doing actually fairly well. We did have frost when I got out today and went to work. We had a lot of frost. And come here, baby. Hi, come here. Pumpkin has come to join us. Oh, she knocked me over. She's a big girl. She's been doing good and enjoying her time here with us, and she's adjusting very well. So she's a happy girl. She has a happy tail. So in the past video that I made, somebody actually caught real quick that we have a new piece that we've added to the property. And we do, friends. Here it is. We have installed like a split fence basically running down the middle of our yard behind my garden beds here. Sorry, the dogs just bumped the camera. And those two right there are the reason why. So we had just been battling them running and not listening and going down to the lake. Down there we still have a pile that we need to burn. We have not gotten to it yet. And they were running around the corner, going down into the lake, up this side, and running down the fence line. And they were doing it on the other side over here for the other side of my neighbors. Luna, my little Boston, actually ended up in my neighbor's house. So it was cool enough that day that my neighbor actually had her sliding glass doors open, and Luna was in there playing with her. She has a little dog, and Luna was in there playing with her toys. And my neighbor called and was like, "I have your dog, she's in my house." And I was like, "What?" Like, because that's what happens. That's why Luna has been, ooh, that breeze. That's why Luna has been on the chain for the most part, is because she couldn't listen. She couldn't stay in her own yard. So now we have taken care of that. I am so proud of my fiance for resolving this for us, because, you know, when he leaves, or if he's out of town, or something happens, or he works like a different schedule than I do, which we do work different schedules, I am trying to get these dogs in here by myself. I have had to call my brother Paul and have him come over, and I have recruited my neighbor Patrick to come over and like help us get my dog. She literally got picked up by somebody. Luna got picked up by somebody down the road. So it makes me sound like I'm an irresponsible dog parent, but it's like Luna can run. Like, she's a rocket. Her and Pumpkin are like little race dogs, man. There's nothing like it. And once they get that fever to run, it is hard to get them back in the yard. So we have moved forward with the fence. It was the best approach for us right now. I just didn't feel like it was a good thing to be having Luna. There's Snuggies. We don't often see Mr. Snugman too much. That's my fiance's dog. He really loves my fiance way more than he loves me. And those little dogs oftentimes have a lot of attachment to just one owner. So as you guys can see, it's a little bit breezy out here today, so it's making it feel so much cooler than it potentially is. So the garden's looking good. We have definitely been eating on the garden. It's still lush and beautiful. We've got some parsley, some dill. That is the mustard green. It's still doing good. So the frost didn't really bite it back too bad. We've been eating off of the bok choy. I've just been peeling the leaves off so it looks a lot smaller. The squash, they're coming up. They're doing really good. They look like little tiny watermelons. This one's obviously not done well. Looks like it just got blossom and rot. So I'll toss that one. The tomatoes, they're hanging in there. They're doing really great. I actually have little baby tomatoes on there. And then there's more coming up. These are those sweet 100s. I have literally been having people tell me that they will pay me to make them the sweet one, you know, to give them some sweet 100s or some seeds. And so yeah, so thank the Lord I have plenty coming in. I'm excited about that. There's lots of flowers that did not get bit back from this frost we have. Of course, the kale, you can see the kale's just beautiful and loving it. So I've been eating on this. Like I said, I've been eating on this, the mustard greens, arugula, literally on the daily. Here is another patch of arugula. It's coming up and doing so well. Today I think I'm gonna end up, look at that arugula. I mean, it's just like, it's so beautiful. And there's some arugula over there. You can see the garden is actually doing fairly well. It kind of liked that little bit of a cool snap. I was really kind of concerned, but it looks like we're doing all right. Here are some little daikon radishes. They're coming up. The bananas, they're hanging in there. This is my turmeric. It looks like it's doing really good. I need to get some of that over to my brother. Speaking about my brother, he just had a birthday, so happy birthday, brother. Love you. My real, actual brother, not Brother Paul. Brother Paul is actually just one of our really good friends, and he's like family to us, so we call him Brother Paul. So I've got some lettuce. We haven't talked much about lettuce, but there is some lettuce coming in, so I'm happy about that. I got to get this ginger. It's been acting funky, been cold. Ginger does not like the cold weather. Here's one of those huge radishes. Look at it. Oh my goodness, I gotta get in there and look at that. That's awesome. So I'll be doing some pickling of the radishes, but I hope everybody's doing well out there. I have been keeping my eye out and just watching those poor people in California dealing with these fires. I mean, I know they have fires like every year, but it's like saying Florida has hurricanes every year, but sometimes it's worse than others. And I am just sending love and prayers out to them. I have literally just been so brokenhearted for those folks. You know, while we don't have fires here, we absolutely have those hurricanes, and it's just so devastating for these people. So I've really been just broken for them, and you know, it's a terrible thing. It's a terrible loss, and there is nothing that you can do in those situations except just start over or walk away. And so what a mess. I mean, words can never define those types of traumatic moments in life. So especially being in the field of, you know, trauma work, it's insane. So anyway, we got a lot of upcoming topics that we're going to be going over. Lots of stuff going on. Something I will go ahead and give you guys a little bit of like a preview on is, while I'm standing here behind this is a Cavendish dwarf banana. I have them throughout the yard. They've been producing quite a bit of pups, and so I have been breaking those pups off and sharing with my friends and my neighbors, and just giving them to as many people as I can, so I can spread the love of having a, you know, food source. Bananas are really great, even if that's the only thing that you're growing. You know, if you can get some bananas, that is one less thing that you have to buy at the store, and that is something that my friends and family did not have to purchase. I was able to do it myself, and that's what I'm saying. You know, we have to create a community and love one another and be sharing, because if this cold would have bit back this banana or the other bananas that I have by any means, maybe the ones that I gave to my other friends and family, maybe theirs like did well and survived and they covered them, and then we could share that back. You know, I could ask them like, hey, when you get a pup, I need another one. So that's what this is about. If you know, I have obviously the means to do this, and so I am sharing, and that's what I want to encourage each and every one of you guys to be doing, is don't be selfish in this journey. You know, life is meant to be shared with others, and you know, we are social beings, and you know, while we say we're not, a lot of us do have anxiety nowadays and stress, because the world just constantly, you're always seems like being bombarded with something going on somewhere. And but you know, we still have to create community around us to just have good support. So anyway, this banana, my fiance, he's a big, like, I don't know if it's like X or something like that. He's a very techie person. That's what he does for a living. I don't really do the tech situation like he does, but I am grateful for his knowledge. And he sent me this picture of blue bananas, and I was like, what? I was like, that's fake, like, come on, there's no such thing. And it had a name down at the bottom of this, like, tweet or whatever you want to call it, X thing. And I was like, what? Maybe this is real. It was called like an ice cream, the pups are just tussling. It's called an ice cream something from Hawaii banana. Anyway, I got super excited. I actually found one. And so I ordered one for myself and one for my brother. Since my brother is the king of growing bananas, he is always getting bananas and sharing with me. My bananas produce a lot of pups, but they don't always necessarily produce bananas. So they need a lot of fertilizer. Yeah, as you can see right here, I have a little pup coming in right there. And that's what I'm saying, I'll break that off. There's a little tiny pup right here on the other side coming in. And it's pretty much like that around all my bananas. So we'll be looking forward to that coming up here soon. When I get that in, we're going to be planting that. And I'm going to be taking one over to my brother. So that is just an absolute jungle over here. Like, my fiance's got to go in and just weed eat like a little piece, like right in here. And then that's a squash plant all growing, like a pumpkin or a squash. So we're going to leave that and see if it actually produces anything. But like I said, I got to get these radishes out today while I have the time, and plus it'll taste sweeter. We're gonna walk over here, and there are those Savannah mustards, or I'm sorry, collards from Haas Tools. This is what I was talking about in one of my videos. See how it's very spinach-like in texture? This is not waxy by any means. These are really good. You can see something's eating it there. The culprit is not showing itself right now, but these are delicious. I strongly encourage you guys to go and check out Haas and get yourself some of these collards, because if you like spinach, which y'all know I don't like spinach, but I do like mustard greens, and I do like collard greens. I like cabbage. I like a lot of stuff. Spinach just isn't for me, but this really has a more spinach-like texture to it. So we're gonna be cooking some of that today. Every day I've just been eating the greens. I got to get out here and get these key limes. I have let them go to the point that they've turned yellow. They're still fine. It's been so cold though. And my parents today are going to be coming over, and I made some rum cakes because my Uncle Tony, I'm calling you out, Uncle Tony, he ate my Aunt Sharon's rum cake that I gave her for Christmas. And so it's fine that they shared. So it just means that I get to make more and spend more time with them. So I'm making some of that right now as we speak, and I'm gonna be getting that over to them. But I am coming out today because I have a lot of, you can see just the abundance of arugula. It is all in this bed. This is all just tons and tons and tons of arugula. And there's more arugula over here, more than I will ever eat. And so I am going to be collecting some of this. Oh look, it looks like one's trying to bolt. Do you see this? That's bolting. So I'm gonna go ahead and let that one go to seed. I don't necessarily need the seeds, but it's fine. I'll let it reseed in this bed. But that's what's on the agenda today. My parents are going to come by and pick up some of this arugula, which will be great. And that's what this, that's what this journey is about. It's just sharing and being blessed and blessing others. So I just wanted to check in with you guys and let y'all know that the garden held up during our freeze. We've still got some more cooler weather coming. My aunt in Georgia sent me, there is snow where she is at. She's near Mitchell, Georgia. And she has got snow, so here's this. Oh yeah, look at these. I've got tons of tiny little tomatoes over here. This is great. I love it. More kale. So the tomatoes were definitely protected, which is good. My little carrots, my tiny little carrots, I hope they get some happiness soon and start growing. I got a rogue mustard over here in the walkway. But yeah, as soon as the weather warms up, we are definitely pulling these out. I gotta get those out. And I've already told my fiance that for sure we are going to be moving forward with getting these 3-tiered beds out. I don't love them. The bottom tiers just don't work, and so over the summer that's the plan. I'm going to start getting this cleaned up and moving towards these Vigo beds. So goodness, it's chilly. All right, everyone, love one another, be kind, stay warm, friends. And I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for spending time with me today and kind of just walking through the garden and just discussing life a little bit, and see you guys soon. All right, friends, so I have been out in the garden. I told y'all that it's been kind of chilly outside for sure. My parents are going to be coming over. I made some rum cakes for them and my Aunt Sharon. But I just want to show you guys, sometimes I do picking and then I don't show you what happens. So here's the first of the season of the tomatoes. These are those sweet 100s. My family loves them. Here is a bag of arugula. It's in a gallon size Ziploc bag. It is absolutely stuffed. That is bag number 1. This is bag number 2. It's so full, it's just popping out of the bag. Here is bag number 3. This is awesome, y'all. Bag number 4. And honestly, we could go out there and I could just get a plethora of additional vegetables. I still have tons of kale. I have tons more of arugula. I have new arugula coming in. That's why I was cutting this back. I wanted to share with my parents, and my mom's going to be seeing my brother. So I wanted to make sure that she and him and my brother, my nephews, my mom would all be able to enjoy some of this arugula. So that's what I'm saying. Like, this may not seem like a lot to some people, but for me, this is just awesome to be able to be sitting here with you know, these vegetables, because this, you can eat arugula as a salad, you can eat you know, arugula on pizza, you can, you know, eat it in pasta. There's so many ways that you can utilize this vegetable, and it's just a blessing to be able to have it. So the dogs are obviously barking, so I can tell you my parents are probably here to pick it up. All right, so I just wanted to share that with you guys. Until next time, love one another, be kind. I'll see you guys soon.